Alright, good evening. Here we are again at the heroic kiosk on the fleet. Tonight's adventure is going to be Shaddaa. So let's pick up those. There are quite a few of these, and I happen to like Shaddaa, especially when I am trying to earn command points versus experience, simply because there's a lot of silver, orange, and champion level bosses, and so it gives a lot of command experience. Alright, let's start with Pound of Flesh. This one can get a little crazy if there are people in the zone, but if we can manage to get lucky enough to not have people, then we should do pretty well and pretty fast. There's a lot of requirement for this particular quest, so it's one of the two in this particular set of heroics that takes the longest, or can. Alright, through the door. Okay. I always start to my left. You certainly can choose to go right or wherever, but for this one I like to start to the left and kind of do a big circle around until I get all the elements of my quest that I need. For right now, it's only requiring 30 exchange members' deaths and 8 organ shipments, which are these barrels. Usually what I do is I don't worry about maxing out the exchange member deaths, but get the barrels up until I reach 7, and then I stop, because we will do the bonus quest here today as well. So let's kill these guys. Okay, pick up the stuff and shoot the barrels. Now, once we get over here, we are going to go up the ramp and hang a right and kill all these guys through here. Okay, got those guys and another barrel. Then we head to our left, and there's a big group of folks right here along with another barrel. One of the reasons I also like to have nobody here in the zone with me is that while these guys' respawn time is not horrible, it's not the greatest either. So if you end up with somebody coming through here for you, a lot of times you end up having to go in different parts, or you have to end up waiting. It's annoying. Okay, another barrel. Alright, back down through the ramp, and we're going to run into Mr. Gold Security Droid. And the reason I do this is because we need to be able to get through to this area, plus killing anything with a gold star on it is going to be good experience anyway. And he's got a barrel. Okay, I totally skipped this group and head to these guys over here. Because believe me, you don't have to worry about picking up every single one you run into because you will get enough of these guys to kill, promise. Okay, first part of the bonus quest done. And now, after we pick up this one, we suddenly get these little canisters. We want to pick those up. We are currently at 5 of 8 in the barrels, which is good. And then we just need to go through and pick up all of the canisters as well. Right. See, we've got an area here where you have both. Okay. Canister. Barrel. And canister. Alright, now you see to your left, you could probably go over that way and pick up that stuff, but I actually prefer to keep going on my circle, so let's finish up my circle around the ramp. Stop flaming my face, jeez. Okay. Nice one. Canister. Now if you see over here, the reason I like to come back around is a lot of times there will be canisters that you can get, and that barrel at some point, me fighting these guys, oh there it is, will respawn. Okay, get this barrel, and then again reminding you, 7 of 8, stick around for that, and don't get any more barrels until we are done with the full series of the bonus quest in this one. Okay, one more bio canister, which I can guarantee are going to be up here. All right. Okay, so what happens is once we pick up that last canister, we're going to get a quest for these boxes right here, if you can see it glowing. And this is also another reason I like to take a circle around here, is because everything that we need for the bonus quest is right here. We don't have to go running around searching for stuff, and it's actually surprisingly slim pickings between here and that other side where we'll be finishing up the bonus quest. Okay. Just a slight note, because I made this mistake myself, you have to wait until it completely blows everything up, because otherwise it won't update, which is extremely obnoxious. Good, he killed all those dudes for me. How nice. Okay, there's that one. Oh, we could kill Mr. Droid guy again. Alright. So, blow that one up. That one up. Alright, and then there are two boxes, I believe, over here, which should finish up 4 of the boxes that we need. Okay, now, once you get done here, you're usually in this area right here, which means you'd be going back around again, but since we don't need to do that now, we're going to head to our left, heading west. If you look on the map, you'll see that there's the little quest triangle telling you that you need to come over here. And if you look right here, there is the quest. One note, this guy flies over the edge. You'll see him in a second. There he is. I normally, as a bounty hunter, and a lot of classes have some sort of knockback effect that they can use. A lot of times you can fling mobs over the edge of these partitions right here and kill the mobs. So you don't have to actually kill them, they just fall to their deaths. However, had an experience the other day where we tried to do that with this guy, and he just sat down there for a sec and then flew right back up and proceeded to beat on us again. We're like, okay, well, that didn't work. Alright, now that we've killed Mr. Dude, it looks like we've got 2 dudes left to kill and a barrel. So what we'll do is we'll just go for this group right here. You're still alive, eh? Alright, so all of my quest mobs are dead. And we get our last barrel. Bam. Done with that one. Easy peasy. Really quick, not a lot of running around trying to find crap. Alright, we're going to go to Botched Interrogation to meet Sav Darnell, who thinks he's pretty awesome. Alright, this particular one is fairly straightforward. You just kill these guys until you reach the required 20, and then Sav will activate and you'll be able to kill him at that point. If you just try to go down and kill as least amount of mobs as you possibly can, he won't activate until you've gotten your 20. But that's okay, but there's quite a few guys between here and him anyway. For lower levels, I would be cautious about how many you pull in this particular instance, because they can there is the ability to accidentally pull multiple groups, and these guys hit fairly hard for their level, even when you're dealing with an almost max level character like I am. So just beware. I have died a couple of times because I bit off a little more than I could chew, and it's sort of embarrassing because it's like a whole group of 20s kicked your ass. See, these guys take a little bit longer to kill than the standard bunch. But if you notice, there has not been one single guy in here that hasn't had some sort of star next to his name. So, oh, and by the way, there are guys here. I generally skip over them because there's plenty where we're going. But anyway, if you've noticed, there have not been a lot of guys, there haven't been any guys without a star designation to their name. So we're dealing mostly with silver and gold stars. But like I said earlier in the program, if you are doing these heroics for command points, that's a great boon because we technically get command points for everything we kill, but you are getting way more command points when you're killing starred guys, like twice as much. Alright. Got Mr. Pather coming here. Okay, we are at 12 of 20, so there's a group here. There's one back here, but I generally go these guys, and then the guys over here. So we'll start off with these ones. Okay, so 15 of 20. I believe there's only 3 guys here, so we will have to kill that other group to satisfy the requirement. Alright, those guys are dead, and we need 2 more. So we'll go ahead and pop these guys a good one. I have faith in you, HK. Take them off my hands till I can shoot them in the butt. Alrighty, so we got all that done. Now we get to face Mr. Sav, who is not terribly easy, but not terribly hard either. He's just kind of in between. And then we talk to him. And he gives us a little story about how he's become Sith and he wants to be awesome. And we're going to tell him that he has the brains of a bantha instead. Bye. Okay, Mr. Man's done. Alright, we are going to go build a better beast. This is another one of the heroics on Nar Shaddaa that is particularly nice for earning command points. Go through here. Unfortunately, there's not a really good fast way because there is such a plethora of mobs throughout this entire instance. So this is one of those times where you just basically go on a killing spree. I will also show you a bonus mob that not many people either know about or bother to do. So if you are in it for the experience, the loot, or the command points, it would be a good idea to go him, but we won't do him until we are done with the quests in here. You will have to kill every single group along these wall edges. You can't get away from it because every single one of those little sections has a Shaddaa breeder in it. So it's that's why I say basically this is just like one big slaughter fest. Right, I usually start to my left. Be careful when pulling this group right here. If you are standing too close to the guys behind them, they will aggro and it won't be pretty. For me, because I'm high enough of a level, I can just stand here and it's usually okay. Also, it helps to be arranged. But if you happen to be a melee class or somebody that does not have many ranged abilities, I suggest you do this. Put your companion on passive so he doesn't try to attack them. You get their attention by doing something like either body pulling him, like coming right up on him. Mr. Pather guy. Okay, so body pull and then run around this big generator and let them line of sight you. The one guy usually comes around the front and the two little guys come around the back. But basically what that does is that if you have attacks that you need to do from behind, then you have that ability without drawing these guys over here. These little dudes. Alright, now let's go for these guys. The Shaddaa breeders in particular are pretty hefty as far as hit points go, and they can hit kind of hard. So if you're at a lower level, just keep an eyeball on your health because they can end up surprising you. We've got a dude hanging out in the back. Okay. So this guy. Alright. So then we go kill this group first before we head upstairs. I still got guys beating on my 4HK. Go away, dudes. Jeez. Alright. That's done. Where'd that Pather go? There he is. Let's kill him because he's annoying. Okay, so see, we have a whole other line to do. But first, let's go upstairs and let's kill these guys. Okay, dead. And now here's the big matriarch. These guys are pretty easy. The only slightly annoying thing that they do is a knockback. So usually when she charges me, I just back up a little bit to turn her around so that she's not flinging me out the little door there. Okay, so we killed her. Now we want to go over here, jump down, and start on these guys over on this side. These guys aren't as tightly packed in, so you generally don't have to worry about pulling the other group unless you're standing right next to that pillar. So just go ahead and do what you gotta do, melee or distance-wise. Oh, 69. Yay me. And kill these dudes. Okay, everybody's dead. There's a group on this other side, like it was on the other side. Just need to kill these dudes, and then I believe the Shaddaa breeders will be all dead. And then all we'd have to do... Oh nope, we got all the Shaddaa breeders. So now all we need to do is kill the Patriarch. There we go. Alrighty. Now up the ramp we go. Usually this Pather guy tends to be right there where he's not wanted. Alright. He's dead. And the Patriarch has a couple of guys with him, but he's pretty easy. Okay. Patriarch, like his wife. He does have the same knockback effect that's sort of annoying, but it doesn't really do that much damage, at least at higher levels anyway. Alright, there we go. Now, let's go with the bonus guy. So we come back out here, and we're going to head towards this little hole right here. Now, actually, if you look up, you'll see guys are up there. And what you will see is a champion level guy. He has a group of about, I believe, 4 dudes standing in... Okay, so there's 4 dudes here, 4 dudes upstairs, and then him and his 2 little minions. So all of it's good bonus experience, so we'll just go ahead and kill all these guys. Okay, these guys are dead. We take the elevator. And then here's our other 4 guys. Okay, now, Mr. Man, he is not that hard. At lower levels, you might find that he hits pretty hard, because he does. But he's really just tank and spank, and he's pretty done well over with.
Target.
Shoot me with your ray gun all you want, sucker. And he's dead. Alrighty, so next up is crushing the Jedi Freedom Fighters. Alright, this is another one that I like to take a particular route around that gets us this thing done faster. But obviously this particular one is pretty well equipped with quest nodes, so however you want to do this, there's several sections that you could make it a habit of using for completing this quest. This is how I like to do it. Okay. Mr. Dewey back there still shooting at me. Okay, first one. We can totally go around these guys because there's a lonely box over here. So we'll kill that. There's another series of guys over here. And the box. So just kill these guys off real quick. Okay, now to your right, and out of the line of sight, is a rebel leader. You need these guys. So we'll just go ahead and kill him. Okay, or her, as the case may be. Alright, now we're going to go over here, and lo and behold, another rebel leader. So we're going to go ahead and kill her too. And we're going to come down this way. I kill these guys only because there's unless you want to jump up on that little half wall, there's very little you can do to get away from those guys. Oh great, he went into the floor. That's awesome. You go HK, get him. I think he's actually down here. Well, how nice. Somebody killed him for me. Woohoo! Alright. Then down this hallway, you will find that we find another rebel leader and another box. So we're 3 of 5 for the rebel leaders and 3 of 8 for the supplies. Okay, boom, done. Okay, we come back over here. Yeah, that guy got that. I usually grab this one as well, but it looks like he already snaked it. So we're going to try to scooch around to down over here. Because, oh, nope, that group's not going to let me sneak by. Okay. So, back over here, we've got another rebel leader. And in the corner there, we've got another box. Okay. Box right here. And a box over here. We're going to have to kill some dudes. Now it looks like we need one more rebel leader. And unless that other guy's been back through there, there should be 2 of them back in the corner once we get past these guys. So blow up number 7. Yep, the 2 guys right here. Now if you hadn't noticed, if that guy had blown up that one box right there on that little ramp place, I would have been done with boxes, and these guys would have finished up the rebel leaders for me. So we're going to have to run around and see if we can find a box. Hopefully one's respawned where we started. Okay, because normally then we would just activate that dude and we would be all good. And it'll be all good. Box still down there. Haha, the box respawned over here, so let's get this one. Still down there. Alright, sweet. Haha, the box respawned over here. If it makes that much of a difference to you, since we only have 3 of the defeat rebel forces, we'll just go ahead and kill this group. If it makes that much of a difference to you, since we only have 3 of the defeat rebel forces, we'll just go ahead and kill this group. Okay. Bonus done. Also forgot, you can mount up here too. We'll go down the one over here, just so there's no accidents. Alright, and then Miss Commander comes out and you kick her rear and you get the update. Alright, that one is done. Okay, glitch. This is another one that I have a specific route I take because it allows me to get this one done faster. And you're not fighting a million of these robots who, at lower levels, tend to hit fairly hard. So we will, usually if these guys weren't attacking these guys, we would be killing those because they have a crazy large aggro radius. And we'll kill these guys. Okay, so we're going to come to the first terminal, and once that becomes clicky again, we'll go ahead and get it. Then it looks like they have the same idea as I usually do. I don't generally bother to go to this back group right here, but I go to this front group right here before I get to the terminal. Okay. I don't know what they're doing, so I'll just go ahead and click. Alright, so last terminal is up this little rampy ramp. Make sure we're not messing up their groove. I think he managed to update that one. Oh well. Okay. Now we are done. Now we need to go to the other room that we passed, which means that unless you really want to do the bonus quest, you can go up here and kill the guys up here. These guys spawn fairly quickly. Let's see if they'll let me skirt around this time. Yep. Okay. So you scoot past all these guys. So you see why I took the route I did. It helps me completely avoid even fairly fast respawning mobs that are annoying to have to kill several times over and over and over. Also, another note for the new to these heroics. This particular heroic, if you notice here, has two different bonus quests. And something I had to learn the hard way was that this quest, the Destroy Hollow Forces 430, can be updated with any of the robots in this area, any of the guys in this area. However, you see up ahead we've got our little green glowy dude, like that's our zone kind of thing. Anytime when you go in there, this defeat the Hollow Forces in the area will not update once you walk through that door. You have to come back out and kill anything and everything that's in this area. It's quite obnoxious. Okay, come through here, sort of at an angle. Oh, I apologize. Exactly opposite what I just said. The area bots will update these ones right here, but if you want to update that kill the Hollow Forces of 30, you have to stay outside this area. I apologize. Okay, almost done. I'm going to come kill these two guys here. As you can see, like I said before, I'm 69, almost 70, and these guys hit really, really hard. So if you're a lower level, just make sure to keep an eye on your health. Alright, almost done. These two last guys right here. Alright, we come up to this little desk, click on the thing, and we are done. Okay, Hunger of the Verbithers, or however that's pronounced. Okay, we start out this one. As soon as these respawn, picking up these boxes here. That's to your right, and then there's one right here to your left. We'll kill these guys. These guys will also offer parts of the heroic that you need to complete it. So anytime you kill these verbifers or their robots, that's a good thing. Okay. Nope, nothing from those guys. Still need to pick up this though. What I like to do is I like to stay in this area, because once we create the part they're asking for, these will become clickable and it'll update so you're not running around all over the place. Little verbithers are not that hard. They generally come down pretty quickly. It's the big guys, the gold ones, that tend to be a pain. Herbivores are not that hard. They generally come down pretty quickly. It's the big guys, the gold ones that tend to be a pain. Okay, so we have one of our power junction parts. Let's see if we can get the other two. Okay, so we have one of our power junction parts. Let's see if we can get the other two. Nope. Sometimes the first group you kill will give you all three, and sometimes you're killing like a billion of them just to get the three little parts. Nope. Sometimes the first group you kill will give you all three. Okay, he gave us another one. So let's go kill this little group over here and see if they give us the last one we need. Give us another one. Let's go kill this little group over here and see if they give us the last one we need. Guess not. See if these guys over here have respawned yet. Nope. Alright, let's go over here then. Guess not. See if these guys over here have respawned yet. Nope. Alright, let's go over here then. Oh, there we go. Number 3. Now, come over here. You notice this little tool place lit up, so you want to click on that and make your little repairy thing, and then oh my goodness, those things lit up and we didn't have to run around all over the place for it. So let's clean these up. Alright, so now we're going to come back over here. The pathway we're about to take does not eliminate the need for killing these guys, but it lessens the number you have to worry about. See if we can sneak around that guy. We snuck around that guy, but his pals were not too happy with us, it looks like. Okay, up this little ramp, do you see the glowy pipe? This is another where you have to stand still until it goes all the way. And then you get to kill Mr. Guy here. Yay! Okay, that one down also. Now, recruitment. This quest has always been sort of a funny one for me, mostly because I started out playing Jedi, and so the idea of wholesale slaughter of Jedis and possible apprentices was kind of weird for me at first. Alright, so we're going to start by picking up as many boxes as we can, or destroying them rather. Word of warning, these Jedi definitely hit hard, and it doesn't matter what level you're on. So you want to make sure that you, number one, watch your health, and number two, don't pull more than you can handle, because I've died here a couple times as well. Okay. Destroy all the things. Might as well go over here and kill this group now, because they tend to aggro at the most inconvenient times. Okay. Let's go ahead and kill all these folks. Again, this is another place where if you're not careful about your placement before you pull, you can pull the other group in the back and it can get ugly really fast. Okay, and before I destroy all this stuff, I usually just get rid of this group because they also can pull at really inconvenient times. Okay. Again, another place where pulling can be tricky if you're not careful. See, look at even out there trying to kick my butt. Okay, we'll probably end up having to kill this group over here and this group over here. A lot of times you don't need to worry about the guys in the corner, but we'll see how it goes. And pull that guy. Now, one thing I've noticed you can do if you're really super careful is you notice that I've got 13 of 15, now 14 of 15, and there's all these boxes around everywhere. If you sneak in behind this place right here and are really careful, you can actually get one of these boxes to finish out that bonus quest without aggroing the Jedi that are standing there. So you just have to be mindful. Just scooch in as far as slowly as possible. See? Done. Didn't have to pull those guys. Okay, we kill the boss lady. Okay, last step, and this is the one that's sort of like, oh my gosh, I'm a jerk. You get to come in here and defeat the remaining trainees, which means they're really super easy to kill. Like, bam, they're dead. Alright, last and longest one, terminal injuries. And did I say that I had a path in which to take this to make it the fastest? Yes, I do. So let me show you. The beautiful thing about this particular instance, unlike some of the other ones in this place, is that these guys are fairly easy to kill. This is a heroic that was meant for people that just barely got to Shaddaa, so it made it a little bit easier on people. The gold stars can have a bit more hit points than the rest of them, but other than that, this is also another one of those heroics that are excellent if you are trying to get command points, because there are just hand over fist tons of orange and silver guys here. So technically, you could get a lot of hit points by just clearing out the whole instance. But we are not doing that today. It takes forever. Alright, so see how we came in, and you have the option to go left or right or straight down the middle. I always go down the middle. You escape a lot of guys. You will want to kill the group here because we will be going upstairs eventually. So we want to get these guys out of the way. Also, these guys do not respawn, so you can just go ahead and pre-kill for your path and not have to worry about them coming back up again. Alright. We're gonna wait till, well, I guess we can kill him. I usually wait till Mr. Man passes by, because then you can just sneak by that group. So the point of this particular place is that we're trying to reactivate policing droids, and so there's a door on that side and on that side, and then there's a door all the way over here on this side upstairs, all the way over on that side upstairs, and then the boss mob is right smack in the middle. So in order to avoid having to kill more mobs than is necessary, I just kill what I have to and go around as many as I possibly can. Considering these guys don't have a really high or a really wide aggro radius, most of the time you don't have to worry about aggroing guys you don't want. However, the Pather guys that I just killed like 2 seconds ago, they sometimes can sneak up on you. You don't have to worry about aggroing guys you don't want. However, the Pather guys that I just killed like 2 seconds ago, they sometimes can sneak up on you. Okay, come in here, kill these dudes. Alright, so we fix this panel, and Mr. Robot comes out. Okay, when you get out this part of the door, hang a hard left. And then we're going to kill these guys standing over here. Okay, when you get out this part of the door, hang a hard left. Okay, so we go in here and rinse and repeat from what we just did on the other side. Okay, oh, and if you're curious to know about the bonus quest, even if we're skipping around, guys, honestly, you don't have to worry about not getting that bonus quest completed. You will always get that 45 guys. About the bonus quest, even if we're skipping around, guys, honestly. Okay, so we go back up the middle, and it doesn't really matter which direction you hit or what ramp, because we are going to start with the middle. This door right here is where our last boss mob is at, and because I'm right here anyway, I might as well just clear these guys out so that I don't have to worry about them when I'm coming back to kill him. Okay, other than that, do nothing to the door. Now, oh yeah, these guys won't much buy. Okay, so let's kill these dudes. Okay, then definitely have to kill these guys. Okay. Almost done with this room. And it looks like I'm about to hit 70, which is kind of cool too. Alright, fix this panel. Now the long run all the way to the other side. Alright. Last room for the droids. Oops, level 70. Woot woot! Level 70. Woot woot! Okay, so the gold guy without any boosts gives me 5 command points. That guy gave me 2, and he was a silver. And I believe the guys that don't have any stars at all are just 1. Okay. Alright. Now on to killing the boss mob. He is probably the easiest champion boss I've ever done. He's so funny. Or sorry, gold. He just goes down like nobody's business. See, he's already dead. Even his men aren't dead. Boom. Done. 75 command points for completing 1 heroic. Alright. We are done with that now. Now if you notice up here, we have tampered packages, and they want us to return that to the mission Dropbox. Usually that Dropbox is in the upper industrial sector, so you can use your quick travel, or you can go out to where the Imperial travel services and take a cab over to the upper industrial sector, excuse me. Alright. So you will have to mount up. I mean, I guess you could run it if you really wanted to, but we'll get a mount and just zoom through here. Yeah, it's just around this corner. Turn that in, and that right there is another 75 command points. Awesome. Alright, so normally I wouldn't do this, but since I'm already here, let's check out my very first command box. Go to Galactic Command, click on the box thingy here. Oh, I have two of them. Okay, so open both. Yes. One and two. Alright, so it looks like I got a very significant gun upgrade, so we're going to claim that guy. Rep tokens are very good to have and just use. Technically, these things like the Vicious Adept's Robe and the Recon Spotter's Leggings are appearance gear that has the ability to be modified. I generally don't ever keep them unless I happen to know that I really want a particular piece, and none of them have been overwhelmingly awesome, so I usually skip those. Looks like that may be an upgrade for one of my implants, so we'll go ahead and take that one. And I always take the companion gifts because they generally give you the gold ones which you want. I'm going to claim all those. Claim. I didn't claim it all. Oh, yes. Let's scooch this out of the way because we need to get a hold of HK. HK, would you go sell some stuff for me? Thanks so much, yours. You're awesome. Okay. Sorry, and I also forgot one other thing. You want to keep your command tokens, because command tokens are going to be useful to upgrading your gear to 230 and beyond. And all that. Now I have just the Spotter's Legs and the Adept's Robe, and I disintegrate that crap. And if you noticed, disintegrating anything that you get out of your command crate will give you additional command points. So, I'm done with that. And that. And I'm going to rip the guts out of this upgraded gun because I happen to like mine better. That is just as easy as grabbing it and holding onto it and dragging it into your inventory. They come right out. And then you can do whatever you want with the blaster they gave you, but then you can go control right click and then just add all that just by right clicking it into the blaster you want. Apply, and bam, you are done. Just a note, doing that, ripping out the modifications and putting it into the gun, taking them out does cost money, so if you are relatively poor, you may want to reconsider not doing that until you have some money. And I think we'll just replace probably this purple one, because if you notice, the purple's item rating is only 156, which is a lot lower than the new one. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Implant, upgrade, and get my gree on, and I think we are, oh, that's an upgrade too. Okay, anyway, I believe that's all for today. If you have any questions, again, feel free to send me a message, post on my channel feed, however way you want to. I'm now on YouTube, so I'm archiving my videos on YouTube as well as Twitch. So if you are curious to know for any other of the videos, that's where they will be. And thanks so much for watching. So I am archiving my videos on YouTube as well as Twitch. So if you are curious to know for any other of the videos, that's where they will be. And thanks so much for watching. I had one viewer. One viewer.
Follow? You got one follow. That's me.
You.
That's me. Follow? You got one follow. That's me. I know what. I mean, I should give it another week because, like I said, the only thing's hurting is my elbow, you know. All the doctor's office better. So, probably has to go get a blood test first. You're supposed to mail me these, so I don't. She. So, I stopped you.